I love a good MMORPG, and I love them even more when they're on mobile because I choose to be a mobile gamer. I like to game on the go. You know that I have another channel that focuses on MMORPGs, and today I want to bring you guys 10 games that have either been really solid for a while or new ones that you're going to want to dive into in the MMORPG space. So sit down, relax, and get ready for 10 of the best MMORPGs you could play on mobile. We're starting off the list today with Devil May Cry Peak of Combat. This is the Devil May Cry game that you know and love from days of old on console, a game with incredible battle mechanics where you mix melee combat with aerial combat with the shooting style combat that we all know and love. You're gonna have the characters that we all know and love and remember from days of old, and they're coming here in the same type of experience, but this time around it's done on mobile. With that being said, the bosses are big, the combat is fun, and the world is massive. The game is absolutely incredible, one I'm extremely excited for. I say this because it's available in some regions, but not yet in the USA. We will be getting it soon enough, so stay tuned. Tower of Fantasy, the Genshin Impact killer, yet it was not a Genshin Impact killer. This game is absolutely gorgeous. Definitely has that look of Genshin Impact, but it is a different game. Cyberpunky, beautiful world style combat, and just a great game with a massive world where you could play with others, play solo, and just enjoy what the game has to offer with all the different characters you have to choose from. Customization is gorgeous, as we get to know from these games. As I mentioned, it was a Genshin Impact killer, but of course it did not kill Genshin Impact. Nothing can, nothing will. The game's incredible, but this one here, Tower of Fantasy, is really something special that if you're looking for a beautiful world that's large and immersive, is one that you just can't ignore. It's probably one of the best ones from today's list. That's the newest. Next, we have Cyberica. This is a large open world MMO style game where you are in a cyberpunk world. Now, of course, the graphics are not as on point as some of the other games on today's list, but if you're looking for a large world that you can really engage with other NPCs as well as other players, this is a really solid option for you. This is going to really attract those that are into the cyberpunk world, that are looking for an MMORPG game that is just a little bit different than the others. It offers a lot of different types of combat, a lot of different upgrades that you could do along the way, and enemies that you'll encounter. Plus, it's just an overall general fun game. Epic Conquest 2 made its way on today's list because of its cutesy style graphics and large open world. Very different than the other games that we've had so far on the list, as I try to make things different as we go so that everything doesn't look exactly the same. Here you have a ton of different characters that you could play as, all with that cartoony cute style, with a bunch of big enemies that you're going to encounter and engage with along the way. This game offers multiple different styles of gameplay that you can enjoy, and that keeps you from being bored as you progress further and further into the game. It's a really Pokemon style looking game, but with very different gameplay mechanics. A really solid one and deserves to be on the list. So the ever-long question has been cats or dogs. Are you a fan of cats or are you a fan of dogs? Let me know down below. Personally, I am a dog guy. Trials of Mana. All right, this is the one game on the list here today that has a price tag, and it's a price tag that's pretty hefty. $23 to play this game, $23 to download this game, but you're not going to see the microtransactions within the game. When I look at this one, the graphics are okay. They're not fantastic, especially when you're looking at something that has that type of a price tag. But with that being said, the combat is fun. The characters you could play as are different and really fun. Yeah, I know, I said fun twice, but that's because the game is actually a lot of fun. At the same time, you have a lot of opportunity to play with a ton of people. With that being said, there are only 10,000 downloads in the Google Play Store, probably because of that hefty price tag. So you may find it a little bit less immersive in the world where there are people that there should be more if it were free to play. That being said, it's a nice option if you don't mind spending the money up front. This could be a good one for you to play. Albion Online is one of our veteran games on today's list and one of our best games on today's list for many reasons. First of all, this is both on Steam and on mobile and is cross-play. Second, it has one single server, so anyone that joins the game will be playing on the exact same server as people who have been playing for years. The game is massive. There are massive battles of hundreds of people all fighting together for the greater good. In addition to that, you're going to work together, farm together, create together, and really have a world and a life outside of your actual day-to-day real life. This is a game that's going to be pretty time intensive if you want to play it the way that it's been intended. It's not just about a single player experience. Here you're going to be playing with others, with governmental style things keeping you in line, and just it's a beautiful game that's tons of fun with massive opportunity. Next, we have the Legend of Neverland. Inside of this game, you're going to have the Japanimation style graphics that we have come to know from many of these MMORPG titles. But in this one, things are quite beautiful with a massive world with lots of opportunities to do different things every single day. You're going to be able to encounter a ton of other players to either play with, or if you want to play solo, well, that's cool too. I like this one because of, well, first, it's been around for a little bit and it's stood the test of time. Developers are continuously bringing more and more content to the game. The characters are beautiful, the combat is fun, and the world is big for everyone to play together. All right, now we've mentioned this game a few times today on the list, and we're talking about Genshin Impact. There is absolutely no way I could make this list and not include this one. With 50 million downloads, Genshin Impact is going to be gone. It's going to go down as being one of the best MMORPG style games, or action RPG, or single player experience RPG style games of all time. It has taken the world by storm. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a ton of fun to play. You literally have days and days worth of things that you can do as you progress through the game, with fun character swapping, different types of fight mechanics you can have with each of the characters inside, and of course, a really beautiful Genshin style world. The game doesn't get old. People are still playing it from launch to this day. Now, the game that I've been playing from launch to this day is Diablo Immortal. I absolutely love Diablo Immortal and have reasons to tell you why the game is worth playing. I like it so much that I've created a second YouTube channel called Echo Gaming Diablo, specifically to play Diablo Immortal. This game, yes, it has pay-to-win mechanics, but 95% of this game we can engage in and enjoy as a 100% free-to-play player. Essentially, every day on my YouTube channel, I talk about ways that we can engage in this enjoyment. There's probably 15 to 20 different style of gameplays that we can do in Diablo Immortal daily that don't cost any money. If you want to be one of the best in the game on the top of the leaderboards, yes, you will have to open up your wallet and you'll have to open it up strong. But I don't care about that, and many players don't. This is the best action RPG / MMORPG opportunity for you to play on mobile. The game continually gets updated by developers and is always improving, and as we go month by month, the game gets better and better. You have tons of classes to choose from, all with different fight mechanics, and they get new gear all the time, which can change up your builds. I absolutely love Diablo Immortal, and if you've never tried it, I suggest that you do. Skylore is up next, and I wanted a game on the list today that was a little bit more casual, a little bit more old school style, and this one definitely gives me the Zelda feel with how you have the tiles inside of the game, but it is still an MMORPG style game, massive world, fun characters, just a little bit more simple for those of you that maybe are not looking for those great graphics and just want something a little bit more basic. And an honorable mention, just because I've had it in so many of my videos lately, is Honkai Star Rail. This is essentially a turn-based strategy game, but based in a massive open world where you can go around, capture things, strengthen yourself, power up, and get more ready for those turn-based battles. The game's gorgeous. It has more story in it than really any mobile game I've ever seen before, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's also the newest game on the list. Let me know which of the games you're most excited about from today's list, and if none of them excite you, what games are you playing in this genre that you really like, that you would like for me to check out in a future video? While you're down there letting me know, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on tomorrow's video.